And we are on, Matthew.
Hello, hello.
Happy Friday, buddy.
Happy Friday. Thank God.
All right. Well, we work tomorrow, though,
Yeah.
because of the rain that we had on Wednesday.
Yes. The lovely Mother Nature dealt us another hand where we had to figure out what to do. But
Just like last year.
and the year before, yeah.
So, spring shower. What is it? May.
April showers.
Oh, but we're in March. So March showers will bring
more,
May flowers and more rain in April.
it may bring flowers. Yeah.
It may. So,
I actually like rain in the spring.
well, it's bad if we don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's real bad, especially since our summers are usually very dry. So I like the fact that we get a lot of water for our plants when we install them. That actually is a big help.
So,
Yeah.
but anyways, folks, thank you for joining us today. I'm Gary, and this is our operations manager,
Matthew?
Matthew. That's right. Maybe. Are you sure that's your name?
No, that's it.
Maybe. Matt's been with us for a long time now. He's been on the show once before. This is not his favorite thing to do, though.
It's okay.
So,
I
but
don't mind.
he is guest number 2 of guest hosts. We have Matthew on here to talk to us today about some of the considerations with the landscaping scheduling that we do, and we're full bore now.
Yeah, we're mulching. Got quite a few properties done, despite the weather. We had a good crew. So,
We have more experience
yeah.
than I think we've ever had. We're not starting a spring off with having to reteach every single person on the team how to do stuff.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
Does it make your life a bit easier as the manager?
A little bit. It probably helps the crew leaders a little more than me, but it does make my life a little easier. Yeah.
So, but today we're going to talk about landscape scheduling considerations. Last week was turf maintenance scheduling considerations. Next week could be equipment maintenance considerations for turf, landscaping, and turf chemical. So next week we'll have Josh on here. It's like a unicorn. Some people have never seen Josh before. They've never seen the Brunner associated with Brunners before.
The face behind the name.
Yeah. Last week, before our show aired, me and Andy did a meeting at this networking group called H7. I presented how we do our culture there. They introduced me as Gary Brunner. Yeah.
It's okay.
Andy, without taking a bet with each other, without saying a word, we were waiting to see if that's how they introduced me, because I get that a lot. Most people don't realize that I'm not a Brunner. I'm a Hardy. I should have just changed my name.
I was gonna say you're kind of adopted now.
Well, Larry calls me his third son, so which I love them. It's a great family.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're part of the family too. We're all part of the Brunner's family.
We are. Yeah.
So, but yeah, today we have a good show for you. We're going to talk some current events. Oh, there is the current events music. It's our little circus clown music.
Okay.
Yeah. I usually dance to it.
That's dancing.
No,
Okay. I didn't.
If you ask my wife, I'm not much of a dancer. So, I have two left legs.
Yeah, I feel the same. I'd like to, but I'm not.
I can if the right music's on and there's people that are dancing normal around me. I can typically mirror it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't ask me to do like a moonwalk or any of the Michael Jackson or like fancy dancing. None of like
No
fancy dancing.
You have no moves.
I do not have moves like Jagger.
Yeah, that's about what I do.
I'm a good chair dancer.
Head bop. Yeah.
I can do a lot of chair dancing. But anyways, so current events time by Mick. That's what Andy always says because the hat says
MIC.
Mick. So I'm an MC. Anyway, so let's talk about Petro. It is up 77 cents from about a week and a half ago, which is about 28% right now. How does that make you feel, Matthew?
A little anxious. A little anxious. There's a reason it's going up, and a little uncomfortable with that. But
We talked about that last week. The
yeah,
war in Iran, and
yeah,
Haley and I talked about it.
something we have to deal with, I guess, in this society.
Well, our president said that if we can't deal with it, we're fools. It's coming from the billionaire.
Yeah, I won't remark on that. It's okay.
It's frustrating that if you're not entitled and have loads of money in your pocket, if you don't agree with the decisions of those that do, you're a fool.
Or some other
Explicitive.
that they wanna
Yeah,
put you in.
it's quite frustrating that we have no say in the actual decisions. And honestly, if you look at America as a whole, if you are not a hard line Trumper, and I voted for Trump, unfortunately, but if you're not a hard line like Trumper, you don't probably agree with the war that's going on. And don't get me wrong, something needed to be done, but not a full scale war without the approval of Congress.
Yeah, not the way that it happened.
And
I agree with that.
well, this past Monday or Tuesday, the Doomsday plane flew over Dayton.
Oh,
It's called the NC-3, the Nuclear Command Control Communication Plane, or something like that.
oh wow.
There's 4 of them, and they do fly occasionally. But when you see that plane and you're in the midst of a war and other nuclear powers are helping the country that you're at war, that you're fighting against, it creates a level of anxiety.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm, without getting into what we all personally believe, I, as a Christian and a man that's studying to be a pastor, I'm not afraid of the end of the war, but I am afraid of a nuclear holocaust and me not dying and having to live through the pain and suffering of the said nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, and even if there's no nuclear reaction or anything like that, there's still other consequences, just like fuel going up, jumping up $1, $1.50. Who knows if it's going to keep going up? That affects not only filling your car, but
like
heating,
for us in business,
businesses, even, everything from groceries, everything contains petroleum, plastic, everything, tires,
everything.
Yeah, just about everything.
And everything that we get has to be transported, whether by plane or whether by, I think train is the cheapest way to transport things, but it still uses coal. And coal will go up because the demand to go up because of the demand of fuel being up and the pricing.
You still use fuel to get coal.
You still have to use it to dig it.
Yeah. So it trickles down, what our government does. And
like for us, how do we handle, like we had a bad winter, so we had to charge clients for overage on snow. Are we going to continue to nickel and dime them with surcharges because of fuel, even though it's in the contract? We're in contract season.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out an easier way to deal. Do we just eat the cost for a few months and tell the clients, write them a letter like, this is what's happening, because we respect you and because of the amount of money you paid extra in snow, we're going to have to we'll eat some of the fuel surcharge for how long?
Right, because then you have to make a smart business decision, not only to protect your clients, but to protect your business. You don't just want to.
And I know we have good clients that, we've had to do fuel surcharges before. We did it back in 2022. That's what caused us to embed them in our contracts. Or do we talk to the client, to property managers and say, hey, rather than eating them for a few months, what if we decreased it from this percentage and just lowered it to this percentage to help get through? Because I think we have them, I think it's at like 4.5% when gas goes over $4. Do we look at the client and say, rather than us eating the cost of the fuel surcharges and then in 3 months you guys having to pay it, what if we dropped it down to 2%?
Like a compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what if we're, I keep seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I don't know if it's true or not, saying that fuel is that the cost of petroleum is going to drop back down below $100 a barrel, back down to 77. Well, France is sending 10 battleships, frigate type ships over to the Gulf of Hormuz to start helping transport fuel through, because that isn't like the Gulf of Hormuz isn't owned by Iran. That is international waters.
Yeah.
And if it is owned by Iran, the other half of it's owned by, I think, the UAE. So, but I believe it's international waters, or we wouldn't be able to transport through there anyways, because I mean, Iran has hated us for 50 years.
I'm not sure on that.
So since 1948, I believe it is. And we'll go back to, so something needed to be done to curb Iran's tyranny. I just don't know if America's the ones that should have had to have done it. You got Saudi Arabia, who doesn't agree with Iran. You got Bahrain. You got Kuwait. You got all those other countries. And then on top of it, you got Israel. So it seems like it's Israel's war that we got dragged into. And it's hard for me to say that as a descendant of Israeli citizens. But let's talk about better stuff, other than the fact, yes, fuel has went up more than 28%. The next thing is March Madness is about here.
I am so mad that it's March.
Well, the selection.
I tried.
What a pun. The selection is this Sunday for the actual tournament. And what's really cool is the first four of the tournament is at Dayton again.
Yeah. I've never been to a tournament game there.
I would buy tickets. They're not that expensive.
Yeah, I really want to go. I really enjoy college basketball.
I do as well.
It's one of my favorite sports to watch, honestly.
Well, let's look and see how much tickets are.
Yeah, and I don't really have a favorite team. I like, Michigan because of my family is from there, but I don't really have a favorite team. I usually, if I watch a game or I'm not vested in a team, I go for the underdog just because it's always fun. And if they win, it's usually a little more exciting. But other than that, like I said, I generally enjoy watching college basketball.
If you'd like, we can look for tickets Gavin loves going to basketball games.
Yeah.
Make a guy's day. Do you think Christian could sit through one?
Oh yeah, sure.
Well, then
he sits through baseball games.
Let's make a guy's night out of it.
Let's make a date.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I love basketball.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I love it.
Me neither.
Did you know that University of Dayton Arena has held the most tournament games over any other basketball arena?
Yeah.
137.
Wow.
That's crazy. UD, I believe, plays Thursday or I think tonight. Tonight. I don't think they played yesterday. I think they play tonight. I could be incorrect. But we'll see. The A10. I'm a UD fan. I love UD basketball.
I like UD.
It's my favorite basketball team. I like UD soccer as well. Me and Gavin have been to their soccer matches. They weren't that good this past year, but the year before they made it to the Elite Eight of the NCAA soccer tournament. That's really cool. Well, they were ranked in the top 20 or so.
Yeah.
So with that being said, March Madness next week, folks. Next week. But here's something that you and I do have really a lot of love for and a lot in common. We love baseball.
Yes.
And USA lost to Italy.
Yeah.
This past week.
I was shocked, and then we started talking about that as far as the Italian roster. They have some pretty good players.
They do. Michael Lorenzen.
Pitching.
They have
good pitching.
They have Teal. Who else do they have?
Putting me on the spot now.
Crap. I know. Vinny Pasquantino.
That's
Nicky Lopez. So they have a
Teal, yeah.
They have a good 5 or 6, maybe more folks on their team that is pretty phenomenal.
But it surprises you that, if you look at the roster from Team USA and you have Schwarber, Judge, I mean, the list goes on, how they can lose to the Italian team with a roster like that. But it's baseball, and that's one of the great things
Yep.
about baseball.
Everybody has off nights. Everybody has good nights.
Good nights.
Yeah, that UD team, or UD, that USA team is stacked. Harper, Judge, Schwarber, Witt Jr.,
Yeah, he's good.
Craw Armstrong. I mean, that team is loaded.
Yeah.
Mexico's all right though. I mean, they lost to us, but they have the same record as we do. They're
That was
3-1.
an amazing game too.
Well,
it was.
I'm not sure if they played already, but Italy's playing Mexico.
That'll be a good game too. Yeah.
Mexico could beat Italy. Our bracket, our group. I think we're Group D. We could have 3-1 teams.
Yeah.
And then you got Great Britain.
Yeah. Well.
Poor guys.
Well, I mean, I think the only other pool we have to watch out for is Japan and Korea. They have a pretty good team.
Korea's not as good this year as they have been. They have Otani, but they're not. Japan's running away with it. Yeah. Chinese Taipei typically would be all right. They're not that good this year.
Yeah, Japan is very strong this year.
Well, they got Suzuki. Suzuki's a beast, dude.
Yeah,
he's a beast. So, but opening day is what? Not next week, but the week after.
Does it start at the end of March?
The 28th, I believe. I could be incorrect, but I know we're playing Boston.
Okay.
We're opening up against Boston. I love the Reds. There's some outliers that are saying the Reds are going to take the NL Central this year, but Hunter Green has to have elbow surgery, so he's out.
Yeah. It's really hard to make that prediction right now.
It's the beginning of, their spring training's going all right. They put some runs up.
Yeah.
Like, if there's anything the Reds did do this offseason is their bats have – Terry Francona has really built up the bats on that team. J.J. Bleday, I think he's going to be a solid contributor. Hal Stewart, our rookie, he may be a candidate for Rookie of the Year this year. They're already calling for it on ESPN. He may be the best prospect to come up out of Cincinnati in a while. So we'll see.
That'd be exciting.
Dude, I love Cincinnati baseball. What's crazy is opening day tickets, the cheap seats are $110, and then their second game, the cheap seats are $20.
$12.
But I've never been to an opening day in Cincinnati.
I've been to opening day. I haven't been to a game.
You've been to the festivities.
Yeah, and it's really cool. It's almost worth it just to go to that because there's so many people, and it's kind of magical.
I love how the Major League Baseball gives Cincinnati that kind of credit because they were the first paid baseball team, that they're the first game of the season.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing.
And they're always at home. That's always good.
Yep. Yeah. I just wish that in the past they were better. I mean, we haven't had a great team since 1990. We've had some decent teams that weaseled their way into the playoffs. Like last year, they weaseled their way into the playoffs. But
they had a better team. I thought they would go a little further last year.
It's hard to play the Dodgers, man. Yeah, well, I mean, at least the Dodgers won the World Series, so we lost to the World Series winners.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's hard to – when you get these – even Detroit, you get these mid-market teams, they can't compete with the Yankees, with the Dodgers. I mean, if Detroit didn't have Skubal, I mean, that's almost a win every 5 days.
Just about, yeah.
Just because, other than the fact in the World Baseball Classic, his first pitch home run to Great Britain. That was crazy. But
that's because he plays for the Tigers. That's our luck.
You know what sucks though is we're not going to have Skubal the rest of the Baseball Classic. Even though he lines, I just don't see Detroit allowing him to play because he's your guys' opening day pitcher.
Yeah, and he's our rock. Pretty much.
Matt's a Detroit Tigers fan.
If you didn't know, yes. Go Tigers.
We got Andrew Abbott starting on opening day. And if he's anything like he was last year, it's going to be pretty amazing. He was really good last year. So, but
I'd like to see you guys beat Boston.
I'm not a Boston fan. I'm not a Boston or a Yankees fan. And my dad lives 5-minute train ride from his house to the Yankee Stadium because my dad lives in the Bronx.
Oh, wow.
And I've still never been to a Yankees game.
Wow.
No interest. My cousin Ronnie has season tickets, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I have, so my cousin Ronnie, He owns a machine repair business that his father, my Uncle Mark, started. And Ronnie inherited it. Now, granted, he's a worker. He's not like the lazy second generation inheritor.
Right. Right.
He just inherited the business and kept it. He also worked in the business the entire time.
Right.
His mom lives in Haifa, Israel. My Aunt Sela. But Ronnie, I think he just turned 60 this year. I believe he has season tickets to the Yankees. But cost of living in New York, so season tickets to the Yankees in comparison is probably no different than season tickets to the Reds. It's just cost of living.
Yeah.
Is
I
different.
mean, New York. Yeah, I'm sure it's outrageous, but
so all right. Well, let's jump into, you like Josh? That's Josh's picture.
I like his hair.
So, so mistake number one of this week's podcast is I didn't change the title like I should have. It should have said how Brunner's creates the landscape maintenance schedule, but it doesn't. So I left it up there. It is blooper number one of the week. So how Brunner's creates the landscape schedule. Our first thing is personnel considerations. Tell me more, Matt.
My personal consideration. Personnel.
Personnel, not personal.
Well, as we said before, personnel consideration for me is actually a little easier because we are having so many returning team members. We don't have to train them from scratch. They generally have a good idea. We do a quick refresher before we start mulching. But personnel, especially right now, I have everybody to choose from, and I can place them wherever I want depending on their strengths. So I have all the mowers and landscapers. So I kind of like it right now.
So what happens here? What happens here in like a month when we start mowing, though? Because we have a lot of big jobs to get done, and the personnel will probably be cut in half.
Yes. I am prepared for that. I will be helping out as much as I can, but generally, our landscapers work very well together. So on our big properties, if we have smaller crews or not as many people, I tend to treat them as a bunch of small properties. I divide up the properties into sections, and we just like quarter them up. So it's still, the guys don't feel overwhelmed where, okay, we just got done with a 50-yard property. Now we have a 350-yard property. It's not going to be, their mental state's not going to go crazy. So
It'd be more like 3 to 4 50-yard properties.
Right. So it's not a huge jump. And that helps a lot, especially if you're a landscaper and you're doing mulch until May and you're starting at the beginning of March. Generally, you don't want to think that you're just going to be shoveling mulch for 3 months, but in actuality, that's what we do. But they're very good at it.
Well, they choose to be on that side.
Yes.
The majority of them, they would rather be doing that because they know it's in seasons. This season, they're mulching. And this late spring, early summer, they're trimming shrubs.
We get to change tasks, so it's not just mowing the same thing every week until December or when it snows. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I actually wanted to go from mowing to landscaping is you get to change your tasks. You don't have the same task the whole year. And to me, it feels better when you're done. You have a finished product you can look at, and you don't have to go back the next week and do the same thing. That's why I think a lot of people want to be on landscaping.
One of the things I like about us compared to other companies is so you go to some of the bigger companies, the people that are in your position, they typically get so far removed from actually doing the work that they point fingers. Why isn't it done this quick? Why is it done this quick? Well, out of the 29 people in our company, I'm probably the only one that's far removed from doing the work. You still go out. Like we'll have 2 3-man landscape crews and then counting you 2 2-man landscape crews to get stuff done. That's more people than we've ever had.
Yeah.
on landscaping before.
Yeah, this year's going to be a little different. I think we have a little more mulch this year. A little bit.
No, because we're
No?
not doing Pinehurst.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We're not doing Pinehurst this year. We didn't have Twin Lakes last year. So we added Piper and we added,
Lure.
and we're not doing Georgetown.
Yeah.
And we're not doing Glen Ridge because they removed mulch out of their proposal
So
for
it's
this year.
almost an even trade.
It's probably not much different than last year. The difference is last year you had 5 people counting you.
Yeah.
Tyler, Jeff, Dom, Noah, and you 5 people counting you.
I think we had
And the
a couple
occasional
people,
staffer.
Yeah, that didn't last very long.
I mean, just starting the season off, we have 7 people counting you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're going to be bringing in three temp workers, or it's either 2 or 3.
I think 2.
Well, I think it'd be 3 because I don't think Haley needs a temp worker on lawn mowing. So we may bring in a float person, but still, I mean, I don't, and we're not doing a Crossroads Church. Crossroads was one job for a month.
Yeah. That was a lot
set
of work.
us behind.
Yeah.
This year with the enhancement stuff, we might have a month of extra work to do now.
Maybe. It might be a
maybe
month.
not quite a month of extra work. But we still, I think overall it's going to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more graceful. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's personnel considerations. Our next thing is equipment considerations. So what equipment considerations do you have to look at, Matt, when it comes to creating our landscape scheduling?
Well, basically I just take our crews and divide it up. You know, I give everybody a dump truck or dump trailer. If we need to use something else, say like a mow trailer for mulch, we do that as well. And we have plenty of equipment, wheelbarrows, edging shovels, redefiners.
We do have one extra mowing trailer that you'll be able to use if we're running 4 landscape crews.
Yeah, yeah. So equipment, we're not really worried about not having equipment. Even old equipment that we've bought that we didn't use as much as we wanted to the last couple of years, we are starting to use.
Are you noticing any efficiency and quickness with it now that they're starting to use it?
I can't really tell you that right now.
Yeah, we are on week 1.
We are. Yeah, we just started, and we do have brand new guys on that crew that's using that equipment. So it's kind of hard to measure efficiency on a piece of equipment unless you're with like somebody who is very experienced, who generally does the same speed, and then you can tell if they get quicker or if they don't.
Have we been using that brown bed edger?
It is in the shop right now. Yes, it's in the shop.
Already?
Yes.
What's wrong with it?
It won't run. So we put fuel in it, oil in it. We started it, and it runs for a few seconds, and then it stops. Josh looked at it. Dale looked at it. He's like, I'm taking this to the shop. So don't know about that.
Okay.
So
that'll be a conversation for a different day.
Yeah. So some, like you said, I mean, some equipment does give us problems, but we have, like you said, Josh Brunner, we have Dale, who are very good at repairing equipment or finding out if it's something that we need to have worked on. So with equipment, that's usually the biggest problem is if it's running and then it doesn't run. Sometimes it's due from people not using it properly, but like with our brand new bed edger, brand new, it doesn't run. So that's the biggest factor as far as dealing with efficiencies on jobs is the crew calls and says, this isn't working correctly. And then we have to figure out, we have to improvise. Do you just start using edging shovels or are we going to try something else? So equipment, it can be a little tricky. It can throw a wrench in the day for sure.
So All right. Yeah. With that being said, if you're looking for a new landscape vendor, give Brunner's Lawn and Services a call at 937-681-4859. You can visit our website at brunnersltd.com, or you can scan that QR code there at the bottom, or you can leave a comment below. The only people that ever really leave comments are your mom, Matt, or
Thank you,
Andy's
Mom.
grandma. So,
Hi, Mom.
with that being said, the layer bear says, shall we continue? So here is the big thing that we always got to consider. Weather considerations.
I love the weather in
boy.
Ohio.
Springtime rains. Like we said, we like springtime rain, but
It's just unpredictable. So, for instance, on Wednesday, leading up to Wednesday, it said it was going to rain most of the day. Tuesday night, chances are going down. Wake up, check the weather between 4:30 and 6:30. I keep checking it, and it looks like weather's fine for most of the morning. Around 11 o'clock, we might get some rain. It'll taper off around 1. That's what the Weather Channel says.
then it became thunderstorms.
So I call people in, they're out working, and within the hour, it's black outside. Thunderstorms, yeah. Call everybody back in. Okay, you got some things done. We actually did get some stuff done. Everybody clocks out. They're all soaking wet, and it starts to clear up. Now it says it's supposed to rain again, so I just sent everybody home because, have people sitting here and then waiting.
But then we make it up because we're working tomorrow.
Yes.
So-
yeah. So, well, that's one thing, what comes with the weather is just plan on working 6 days a week. That's what I tell people. We're not sure if we're going to just plan on it because most likely we'll have a rain day or we'll have to catch up before we start mowing. So, and that's something that the guys are really good at responding to. We just came off of the winter where our hours are reduced. So they're actually really anxious to get back.
Well, they also want the money because they all have bills to pay.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big reason, I'm sure. Yeah.
But
That's fine. Yeah.
This has been last year into this year. There's not been a lot of downtime, even with the reduced hours over the winter. I mean, we worked a lot this winter. There was snow every week. It seemed like in some capacity,
and it started quick.
Yeah, normally we wait. It doesn't really start hitting until after Christmas.
The end of December is usually when we start to worry about real snow. But yeah, this year it started the beginning of December, and it kept going until 2 weeks ago?
I mean, yeah.
Well,
3
weeks.
No, not this past Monday, but last Monday, the week before.
Oh yeah, we salted.
We had some sleet and ice that we had to go salt for.
Yeah.
But now some of our zero tolerances are like, yeah, stop, just stop.
It helps that it's now 70 outside.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, we have personnel considerations. That's the signal that the show is over, Matt. So we covered personnel considerations, we covered equipment considerations, and weather considerations for landscape scheduling. Yeah. Sure, every single company goes through the same stuff. We're starting to get a little bit seasoned at it.
I think my biggest thing to learn was to roll with the punches and learn how to improvise and change your plans, because I can make a schedule for a month and within 2 days it's going to change from either people or weather.
And it does.
Yeah.
And it does.
But that's how it goes.
So with that being said, folks, thanks a lot for joining us this week. Thanks for being my sidekick, co-host for the day, Matt. We appreciate that. Remember, at Brunner's Lawn and Services, we serve our clients and our team with integrity, dependability, and respect. And at Brunner's, the one thing that always matters is what, Matt? Let's see if you can guess.
Satisfaction.
I didn't even have to tell him. Hey, folks, peace out. Have a good day. Have a great life. We're out.